Pedal On UK event was a celebration of the completion of some 80 projects throughout the United Kingdom that Sustrans got funding from the big lottery for, and we delivered, say, 80 projects over the last 4 years, and they're all about connecting communities, linking communities that have been severed for different reasons, whether it's by a railway track or a river or other reasons that they've been divided. This has been about connecting communities. Well, there were 5 projects in Northern Ireland. One of them in Ballymoney involved quite an iconic bridge across the railway line, actually at the railway station, and has connected a large area of housing to the town centre, and is used by pedestrians and cyclists, and has made a journey into the town centre much more sustainable. People don't have to use their cars, they can walk and cycle, and that's what these projects are about. It was a delight on Saturday just to see so many families out, and we're seeing increasing numbers of families using the greenways, particularly at weekends, but also we're finding that parents, we're encouraging children to walk and cycle to school, and what we're finding now is that parents are actually walking and cycling to school with their children. So while we're engaged with one group, another group are benefiting, and the idea of family activities is something that cycling and walking everybody can do and do together. It doesn't divide families, it actually unites families. We met 6 mayors and 1 Lord Mayor. I think all of them got on bikes, some in their full regalia with chains and some actually in their casual wear with chains. There is a fantastic goodwill and support for what we're trying to do. I think everybody recognises this, whether it's an environmental reason, but more particularly a health reason and an economic reason, then what we're doing ticks all the boxes, and I think the political support is there. And we work with councils, we work with central government, we work with the voluntary sector, and I haven't come up against too many people saying this is not the right thing to do.
Gavin invited me along to take part in the Sustrans charity ride into Belfast to help promote safe cycling and the opening of a few networks here in Northern Ireland. Cycling's an excellent way to keep fit, and it's open to people of all ages. And today it's just one of those opportunities for people who may not, have a past with cycling, or who may be interested in doing some cycling, to join in and see what it's all about.
Wendy was wonderful. She spoke to everybody, she signed autographs. Wendy was amazed actually just how good the facilities were, particularly the Cumber Greenway. She hadn't realised how the facility was there, and she thought it was great. And she's an international cyclist competing at the highest level, and we're not, some of us might aspire to do that, I certainly won't anymore, but she gave great encouragement to everybody that she met, and I think that's just all that we could have asked.
Today in Cumber here in the Sustrans event, a big picnic where they're travelling down from Cumber down into the Titanic Quarter. Well, it's really about promoting the Greenway as a non-traffic area that can be used by cyclists, and to really get people healthy and fit. I think it's important for every borough to encourage people onto bikes. We live a very sedentary lifestyle nowadays, so it's always good to get out there and get a bit more active. And Cumber has seen the benefits of that. Like, we have a very big cafe culture based around a lot of cyclists who come in and visit Cumber, especially around the weekends.
I think it's important to everyone. There are a number of reasons. I suppose an obvious one is the environmental benefit of not driving cars and using cars, but I think the main one really is health and well-being. We have significant health problems, particularly in our young people, and these projects are aimed at getting people out and exercising and addressing health issues now when children are young, rather than leaving it as a burden on the National Health Service later on.
There are some great walkways that would benefit from being connected. I would love to see the Greenway going on into Cumber and then connecting on into Newtownards and beyond. I think that'll be fantastic for everybody. of course there's a lot of issues to overcome before you would get to that.
There is an all-party group of MLAs getting together up at Stormont, and I think they hope to do a similar exercise to the all-party group at Westminster and come up with a report of where cycling and walking is going in this country. So I think if we can get our own MLAs together and get our own report which addresses issues here, then that'll be great, and I'm sure that will happen.
Like certainly with the development of the Greenway, I think it's shown a blueprint of the way things could be. We also have to be aware that there are certain areas that are also in private ownership as well, so it's about speaking to private owners to see whether or not they're willing to let areas of their land go to be allowed to give permission for things like this to happen.
The Sustrans website, which contains lots of information about the projects we have and the various initiatives we have. We have a workplace, we're working with businesses, we're working with schools, and there's a big initiative just launched, and we're looking for schools to sign up and participate in a 3-year programme of active travel, which is supported by the Public Health Agency and DRD. So there's lots on our website, but we have a phone number. This office is fully personed, and anybody's free to either phone, email us, or more particularly, we like you to come in and talk to us, and we're happy to help and advise and support what you're doing. And we're obviously looking for volunteers and supporters all the time, so absolutely contact us and we'll be happy to talk.